I stepped into my childhood home and felt the air turn to ice. My mother's voice sliced through the chatter. The grandkids from your brother get the plates first. Lila's little ones can scrape the leftovers. My brother chuckled. Dad kept scrolling his phone. In the shadows by the fridge, my daughters Mia and Zoe clutched empty bowls like forgotten props. My heart slammed once, then went deadly calm. I didn't speak. I simply gathered my girls and left. They had no idea the second they sidelined my kids. They torched the bridge I'd been paying to keep lit. I'm Lila. And that dining room scene? It wasn't random cruelty. It was the final frame of a portrait I'd been funding since I was 16. Back then, Mom, Clara, perpetual worrier, asked if I could chip in for milk and bread. Dad, Victor, all logic, no warmth, called it life lessons. $20 became 50, became rent gaps, became orthodontist bills for my brother's teeth. By college, my phone buzzed with photos of cracked windshields and vet invoices. Mom's voice always trembled on cue. I thought I was being noble. I was being groomed. When I landed my first real paycheck, the asks upgraded to demands. We're drowning, Lila. Braces for my niece, a new furnace, tuition boosts for my nephew. My brother, Ethan, the golden child whose kids were easy, never paid a dime. I told myself blood is thick. Then I married Jonah, the quiet architect who notices load-bearing walls before anyone else. He watched the math and said nothing, until the math started eating our future. Our daughters arrived like sunbursts. Mia came first. Clara held her at arm's length, as if mixed features might rub off. Zoe followed. Victor offered a stiff handshake to a toddler. I swallowed the sting, blamed postpartum fog. But kids feel the temperature. Mia learned to wait for the broken crayon. Zoe learned the hallway was safer than the table. The money never paused. Roof, retina surgery, surprise property tax, always synced to my direct deposit. I kept wiring, convinced cash could buy belonging. It only bought distance. That night, walking in on the empty bowl tableau, I recognized the blueprint. I had bankrolled a caste system that ranked grandchildren by comfort. My silence had been the mortar. I returned at dusk, thinking the worst was over. Wrong. The house felt vacuum-sealed. From the kitchen. Clara again, same script, new verse. Ethan's kids eat first. Lila's girls learn to manage with less. It builds character. Ethan snickered. Victor sealed it. Hierarchy keeps order. Mia's eyes met mine across the linoleum. Ancient, wounded, 8 years old. Something inside me cauterized. I didn't scream. I loaded my daughters into the minivan, buckled seat belts with steady hands, and drove home through sodium streetlights. Jonah met us at the door, read the tremor in my shoulders, and herded the girls to their coloring books. Only then did he lean against the fridge and wait. They said our girls were born for scraps, I whispered. Jonah exhaled like a man who'd been holding his breath for a decade. You've kept that entire circus afloat, he said. Time to cut the safety net. We worked past midnight. Laptop glow, yellow legal pad for columns, house cars, power cushion. I logged every transfer, $87,000 over 9 years, time-stamped, annotated brutal. Konaslidme kofi, no sugar. By 3 a.m. the ledger was a crime scene. Next morning, before cartoons. One mortgage lender removed my name, triggered refinance clock. Zweiter Autoloans, Froze Cosigna Overrides. 3 utilities killed autopay. 4. Secret rainy day subaccount, drained and deleted. 5. CPA, audit every dime for tax records. 6. Attorney, draft boundary letter, no sue, just teeth. No ultimatums, no viral posts, just surgical extraction. 48 hours later, the phones ignited. Victor first, voice cracking. Payment bounced. Bank says you're off the loan? I answered from the grocery aisle. Correct. Ethan next, shrill. Repo guy's outside. I selected apples while Mia picked the shiniest. Budget brother. Clara FaceTimed mid-meltdown, mascara rivers. We'll be homeless. I zoomed on Zoe's crayon masterpiece. Then sell the boat. The collapse was whisper quiet. Victorian house listed. Downsized to a beige duplex. Ethan's SUV repossessed. He carpools with night shift nurses. Clara knits scarves for craft fairs. Victor clips coupons with the same hands that once pointed my daughters to the corner. Our dining table now seats 6 without hierarchy. Mia claims the head chair, legs swinging. Zoe narrates her day in full paragraphs. Some nights I catch Jonah watching them, eyes glassy with relief. I don't gloat. I don't forgive. I simply stopped paying for a table that had no room for my children. The day they served my daughter's emptiness, I cashed out of the franchise. Some families shatter on drama. Mine dissolved the moment the subsidy ended. If a single sentence in this story made your jaw clench, drop your own line in the sand below. Someone scrolling at 2 a.m. might need the blueprint. Like, subscribe, share, then go build the life that feeds your people first.